stress is slowly killing millions of people, and a lot of people might not be aware of how bad it could be affecting their lives. We live in a world of constant stimulation, constant pressure, constant distraction. We intake bad news, a lot of stuff on social media. We might face like money stress, relationship stress, work stress. And when the stress becomes chronic, it starts to destroy your body and mind, your focus, your peace. And I think a lot of people today are living in survival mode, a constant fight or flight. And the worst part is, the scary part is most people don't deal with the stress in healthy ways. And we find ourselves in a lot in negative habits to try to cope with this pain through like escapism. And they might scroll more on social media, they might eat more, binge eat, drink more, smoke more, just trying to, satisfy the ego, even though the ego is never satisfied. And all that does is numb the stress temporarily, and it doesn't solve anything. It doesn't get to the root cause, the root issue. So in this video, I kind of want to talk about stress and how it affects us and how we can actually regain control. So stress isn't just mental, it affects your entire body. When you're constantly stressed, your body stays in fight or flight mode. Your cortisol stays elevated, and this can lead to anxiety, poor sleep, brain fog, fatigue, depression, weight gain. There's more things, and you start feeling drained all the time. Your mind starts to feel cluttered, and you can lose clarity, and the worst part is people normalize this, and I feel like it's pretty normal in society to find a person like this to be in constant fight or flight. And most coping mechanisms are unhealthy, constant distractions, drugs, alcohol, doom scrolling, binge eating. These things might feel good in the moment, but they are usually just short-term relief. They don't heal you, they just keep you stuck in the same cycle. And I think it's very important to find healthier outlets through whatever it is, like exercise, maybe going on walks, jogging, prayer, meditation. It could be creating something like music, art, journaling. Even like 20 to 30 minutes a day, trying to find healthier outlets and not, try to satisfy your ego through unhealthy habits, makes a huge difference. And you need healthy ways to reset your nervous system, or it's just gonna remain in this cycle. I suggest start trying to build better habits, finding better outlets. Your habits shape your mental state more than most people realize. Small habits repeated daily can either help you or destroy you. And you can ask yourself, like, what am I doing every day? What am I consuming? What habits are making me stronger? And you can try to just build better habits, whether it's sleeping better, eating cleaner, reducing substances, caffeine, weed and nicotine, getting sunlight, moving daily, maybe taking some supplements, trying to limit screen time. These are some good habits that can change your life if you have good consistency with them. And small improvements create huge long-term results if you stay consistent. Also, another thing I wanted to talk about a bit is reprogramming the subconscious mind. So, a huge part of stress comes from the thoughts you repeat daily. Your subconscious mind is always listening. If you constantly tell yourself, life is overwhelming, I can't handle this, everything is going wrong, and feed into these negative thought loops, your mind starts believing that story, and you can build up a bad self-talk towards yourself, and your mind starts believing that story. But the opposite is true too. You can reprogram your mind, you can start feeding your mind better thoughts like, I can handle this, I choose peace, I can control my response and how I respond to certain things. Like, I feel like a lot of people can have like negative attitudes, and like attitude is everything. It literally dictates how you see your world and life. Like your attitude is everything, and I feel like you need to protect what enters your mind, and be careful around like toxic people, constant drama, negative media, or endless negativity. You know, we can just find ourselves in this negative cycle and endless negativity, and we need to find ways to reprogram our subconscious mind, build better habits, find healthier outlets to improve stress in our lives. And I feel like it's so important because, like, stress, like, who wants to stress, you know? Who wants to age faster? Who wants more anxiety, less clarity in their life? Like, I don't think anyone does. And I feel like stress, it does impact millions of people, and a lot of people try to just cope with reality in negative ways. And we just need to build better habits, change up our mindset and attitude, find healthier outlets, you know, and just try to relax our bodies a bit. We need to reset our nervous systems because it's fried, you know. But yeah, that's all I have for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it, could learn something out of it. More videos to come, and until next time, peace out, guys.